Hi, I'm Carol Andrews for another episode of Southwest TV News. Here are some of the stories coming up on today's show. Extreme weather or other emergencies can occur at any time, and local municipalities need to have an emergency plan in place. The city of Swift Current is one of hundreds of communities who have entered the 2014 Kraft Hockeyville contest. 5 Special Olympians from Swift Current recently enjoyed a successful competition at the 2014 Saskatchewan Winter Games in Prince Albert, each bringing home a bronze medal. Thanks for joining us here today. The city of Swift Current has joined other municipalities across Canada in a national emergency alert system. We have more in today's top story. Extreme weather or other emergencies can occur at any time, and local municipalities need to have an emergency plan in place. Communities, such as the city of Swift Current, are continually working with various agencies to plan mock drills of various scenarios, from weather-related issues to transportation disasters.
The city of Swift Current has a very comprehensive all-hazards emergency plan. We have a process in place to evacuate areas. We have an evacuation plan. We have reception centers. We are prepared for any type of an accident. And rail is a big issue in the city, mainly because of the high quantities. But we also have a lot of trucks going through, and those trucks carry a lot more dangerous goods than people realize. In fact, a year and a half ago, we had 400 pounds of high explosive fireworks in a vehicle accident right on the highway, right beside a school. We were aware of what was in it. We handled it without people even knowing what was in that truck. So, that's happening all the time. We are prepared for it. We're ready for it.
Now, the city of Swift Current's fire department has taken its public safety precautions to the next level and signed on with the National Alert Aggregation and Dissemination System, an integral tool in getting the message out when an emergency does occur in Swift Current to local residents and those abroad.
That's correct. The Government of Canada and 9 of the 10 provinces have gotten together and they've mandated a public alerting system in the country. The 9 provinces, because Alberta has been doing it for about 5 years now, since they had some major disasters there. So everybody else is now coming on board. The province of Saskatchewan has started a pilot project on the western side of the province, and we are part of that, as well as a lot of the RMs and communities around us are part of that pilot project. So we now have received training and we're able to go on board. So if there was a major disaster hit Swift Current, I can go online, log in with my password, and send a message out, and that message will now scroll on your TV. They'll cut in sound a signal or tone or whatever and announce there's a major alert, and it'll scroll on your TV. They'll also be able to cut into the radio station.
Elon adds the costs of the emergency broadcast system are covered by federal and provincial governments, and further enhances the way emergency messaging is reaching the public. In addition to these measures, you're reminded to always be personally prepared for any emergency, complete with a 72-hour safety kit, which should include food, water, cash, medical supplies, and more. Swift Current's partnership with the National Alert Aggregation and Dissemination System is now in effect, while joining other communities across the country in public safety communication strategies. Hockey plays an integral role in many communities across the country, and the city of Swift Current is showing off its hockey roots with a bid in the Hockeyville contest. Hockey is Canada's favorite winter pastime, and no matter where you reside, hockey plays an integral role in each community. The city of Swift Current is one of hundreds of communities who have entered the 2014 Kraft Hockeyville contest. Over the next several weeks, Swift Current will be rallying online support to make it to the first cut of the top 16 communities in Canada, while eyeing the top prize of $100,000 and being named Hockeyville. Mayor Jared Schaefer explains the Swift Current advantage.
Well, you know what, I'm always biased. I think absolutely we've got advantages over other. I think being that it's our centennial year, I think there's so many unique stories from the highest of the highs to the lowest of the lows in terms of hockey, and you know, it's alive and well here. Strong female minor hockey programs. There's lots of no-hit and old-timers that still go, so we've got a great legacy with our old-timers tournament, which is coming up in March as well. So you know what, I think we got a great advantage. We got a great hockey story to tell here in Swift Current.
Schaefer adds that if the city of Swift Current wins the Hockeyville contest, the money will be allocated in the following manner.
There's a couple of unique projects that we've identified. One, of course, is creating a lasting and permanent legacy for you know, our 4 Broncos that we lost in 1986 in the bus accident, and I think that would be very fitting as a tribute to those players, and being located at the iPlex. And then the other one is creating a little more accessibility around the iPlex. You know, when we expanded a number of years ago, some budget constraints caused us to cut some things, and we want to make sure that anybody with accessibility issues or with disabilities can get access to all parts of that facility. So we want to continue to work towards that goal as well.
You're encouraged to show your support for the City of Swift Current's entry in the Kraft Hockeyville contest by building community spirit. You can do so by going online to the Kraft Hockeyville site and following the prompts. The top 16 communities will be announced on March the 8th, with the official online voting commencing that day. Then, following weeks of online voting, the final winner will be unveiled on April the 5th. The grand prize in the 2014 Hockeyville contest includes $100,000, a 2014-15 NHL preseason game in the winning community, and a visit from the CBC. A number of Swift Current athletes are enjoying a provincial bronze medal win. We have more in this report. 5 Special Olympians from Swift Current recently enjoyed a successful competition at the 2014 Saskatchewan Winter Games in Prince Albert, each bringing home a bronze medal. A certificate presentation was made on behalf of the Saskatchewan Winter Games Council at the Frontier Bowling Lanes in Swift Current to further recognize the athletes and the coaching staff for their participation in the provincial event. A proud accomplishment and overall great experience for these local athletes.
Yeah, I'm very proud. The coach got a medal too, so that was fair.
Yeah, I made a lot of friends in bowling.
So are you a pretty good bowler?
Yeah.
What's your secret then, Mary?
My arm.
And as this group of athletes continues to come out each week for a friendly game of bowling, several will be honing their skills as they prepare for the 2014 Special Olympics Canada Summer Games in Vancouver this July.
Colleen Morstead is going, and Clayton Gauthier is going as swimmers, and Melody Radicke is the alternate, and then Brad Rister and Malcolm Goebel are the bowlers that are going to be going.
The weekly bowling is one of several sports offered through the Swift Current branch of Special Olympics, along with swimming, curling, basketball, and golf, while instilling a sense of pride and lifelong friendships along the way.
Thank you, my dear. K to right, everybody!
Well, this brings to a close another episode of Southwest TV News, reporting the stories that matter to you. We always welcome your news tips. You can always reach us here by phone at our studio or by email to contact us at southwesttvnews.com. Also, be sure to join us daily online for the latest news from across Southwest Saskatchewan and so much more at mylocaltv.ca. And be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest. Thanks for joining us here today. I'm Carol Andrews.